On one of my videos, I had somebody ask me about the DJI wireless mics and how do I get the best quality out of them. And just a few months ago, I had found a solution to make my audio way better than what it was. In this video, we're gonna actually show you how to get the best audio from your wireless microphones. This method works on all microphones. I even use it on my Shure microphone here as well, like when I edit my YouTube video. So use this to get the best audio quality out of your microphones, no matter what it is. So what I use is the DJI wireless microphones. So right here, I got the bride and groom mic'd up for their vows, and I'm gonna show you step by step how to get the best editing, get the best audio out of this microphone. And like I said, it's applied to all microphones, so you can use it. All right, so this is a short clip. What you do, you can hear it.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty.
As you can see, it's kind of muffled, you know, kind of staticky and stuff like that. All right, and so what I do, you basically click on your thing. I already have these saved as a preset. Well, I have them saved to my custom bin right here. I have like things that I use typically all the time. So first, what you want to use is the panoramic equalizer. So you use the panoramic equalizer, drag it onto your clip, edit. And so as he's talking, you're gonna listen to. So we're gonna mess with the lows and the highs. So basically you're gonna be working with frequencies. That's basically what you're gonna be doing. And the only two things you're gonna have to touch is the L and the H and the 3 and the 4. That's the only thing you're gonna have to really touch on this one. So first, you're gonna let it play.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy.
All right, so you see right here that it's kind of high up. Those are the lows. You want to bring that down so it can have more bass in it. So we're gonna push right here, high pass, and kind of drag it. And see, it kind of slants down. You want it to slant. It don't have to be completely down, but give it some wiggle room to have more bass in there. So do that one. Same thing on this side. It's the high end. It's more on the high end for the low pass. And you want to just drag it the same way. It's gonna cut it off. All right, and after that, and what you want to do, you basically want to see on the 4, you want to make it sound like very high pitch. The high is like its peak level. So you're gonna play it.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty. Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing
right there.
from God. The joy.
And drag it down.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing.
You can already hear the difference already. So, but even that little is a little bit different. But all right, we go next. It's gonna mess with the 3. Same thing. Now the 3 is gonna basically make them sound like they're in a box. The peak is part where they sound like they completely in a box. That's what you're doing for 3.
This has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty, and the love and care that ties in the knot.
You can turn it on and hear it.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty, and the love and care that ties in the knot.
So you see it's way better than what it was, way better. And if you feel like that the highs need to be a little higher, I do this on all of them. By the way, I go ahead and push this. I get the H right here and raise it just a little bit. That kind of give you a little bit more gain. If your decimals a little too low and they're a little too quiet, you can bring it up and down. Make it sound more natural. And this way too, if you edit this on all your clips and if you edit a lot of talking, this helps with your ears. I realize you can get very fatigued listening to the same old unraw audio. I realized that over time, and this really helps with that. I can tell the difference. So that's the panoramic equalizer. Make sure this is at 30 dB. That's for me. I keep that on Q. You can kind of get the same, but this is gonna be about the same on all of them. So all the same. All right, so after that, once you got that, you want to get the dynamic preset. And like I said, you just type in dynamic and you're gonna drag it onto your clip. All right, so dynamic, you want to check on 2 boxes basically. You want to check on the compressor and the limiter. The compressor basically is gonna make it more dynamic. put more, it's gonna make it more quality based. I'm just break it down to you. It's gonna be more quality, and it's gonna basically, once we check off these boxes, it's gonna lower the volume of the whole thing too, but you're gonna be able to make up for it at the end of it. First, on the dynamic, once you apply the dynamic, you wanna use compressor. And you ain't gonna hear anything at first. You're not gonna hear anything at first. But what you wanna do, you want the ratio to at least to be 2.5. I think 2.5. And you're gonna see that this is going, the red bar is gonna be working. If you don't see that, that means the dynamic, that means that it's not working. So you wanna make sure every time they saying something or talking that it's actually got some waves going right there.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy.
So it's working right there. And then that, like right here, it is fine, but I'm gonna go up just a little bit with the threshold. So I'll probably leave it like right there. And the attack kind of like makes it smooths out in a sense. I don't typically hear it do much, but I just go ahead and just put it up just a little bit, like 2 or 3. And I just put this one up to like 60 sometimes. It just depends on your audio. And so if you notice, it's a little low. Like you always want to have your volume around -9 or -12 decibels. So if it's a little low like how mine is, you go to makeup and you raise it.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty.
See, about right there is about perfect. All right, so like now you want to use the limiter. So the limiter basically gonna stop it. So like your audio shouldn't peak at all, right? Like -9, let's say they so happen to burst in laughter or whatnot, or or scream or whatnot. The limiter is gonna cut it off. You won't go past that threshold at all. So I typically go at -9. That's where you want it, so it won't peak. I go -9, and it sounds funny, it sounds weird because it's hitting that limiter so much. You can give it a release so where it kind of fades it a little bit. It won't be as direct, and it's gonna sound weird if you're picking a lot and it's direct. So I kind of just typically, I'll watch it, see that it's really not peaking at all, and that's great. See, it peaked right there. But it sounds great. It's not really changing anything. And even if it does exceed it, it don't sound too bad unless they just completely like loud.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty, and the love and care that ties.
And so that's dynamic. That's without it.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty.
That's with it.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty, and the love and care that ties.
And so you hear it's a lot better, but now what I would add is, since it's about a lot of ambient noise going on, is I always add denoise. So I add denoise to it and go from there.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy, your beauty, and the love and care that ties.
So you hear without the denoise.
Over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy.
With the denoise.
Emily, loving you over the past 2.5 years has been nothing but a blessing from God. The joy.
It counts it a lot. It counts it a lot. That's how it sounds with and without. So the better your microphone, of course, the better it's gonna sound. But I use the DJI wireless microphone, the first generation, with this. So, and then I promise you, out of all my other films that I use that microphone, and I haven't used this method, it don't sound nearly as good. It's the ambience is too loud. Even though if I use denoise, it just don't sound as professional as it should. Do this, I promise you, you're gonna see results. Just watch over this video multiple times just to get a better understanding or see what exactly I changed, and just go from there. Thank you for that comment. I can't remember your name right now, but thank you for that comment. If you comment on these type of videos asking about how I do things, I'm gonna make a video on it. So just let me know, and I'd be glad to make videos on it just to try to help you guys out. And you never know, you be helping me out too, because I'm still learning about a lot of different things. You can never stop learning. So if you learned something and enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, man. It's gonna really help us out on the channel, and hey, we growing. We still growing. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in, and I see you when I see you.